On that vaccination campaign you mentioned, are you preparing that most Americans who are not yet eligible for that third vaccine, they will be encouraged to get a fourth one in the fall? And with that, will there be a new vaccine or formula to adapt toward the newer variants that have emerged in recent months?
So there are about 3 or 4 questions in there, embedded in there, all of which are FDA questions, right? So FDA is going to have to make decisions about, do we formulate a new vaccine? There's a VRBPAC meeting that's going to happen in late June, I think, to look at exactly that question. Based on the data, they're going to make determinations. CDC is going to decide who should get it, who should not. I mean, you guys know the process of how that's going to play out.
From your vantage point at the White House as the coordinator of all these different agencies, what your expectation would be?
I am planning for all of those scenarios. We need to, because again, we don't decide what FDA will decide. We don't decide what CDC will decide. They make those decisions. We need to plan for a variety of different scenarios, including planning for a next generation of vaccines for the fall and winter, which we want to make sure we have plenty of for every American. We will not have enough for every American without additional funding from Congress, but we are planning for those scenarios.
Doctor, do you believe all schools will and must be open this coming fall?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go.
He has to
go.
Sorry, I'm going to run out. Thank you. Sorry.
Why are more boosted Americans having breakthrough cases than non-boosted?
All right, guys. I have a few things for you at the top. Okay, so today, President Biden and Vice President Harris announced the launch of the White House Internship Program, and that for the first time in recent history, we'll pay our interns. Since the beginning of his administration, President Biden has committed to advancing equity and opening doors by waiting to launch the White House Internship Program until receiving the statutory authority from Congress to pay interns. President Biden was proud to sign bipartisan legislation earlier this year that provides this authority and funding. President Biden and Vice President Harris know that for too long and too often, unpaid federal internships have been a barrier to hard-working and talented students and professionals, preventing many of them from contributing their talents and skills to the country. Paying White House interns will help ensure that those who receive internships at the White House reflect the diversity of America. Starting today, prospective candidates, as well as college and university administrators and faculty interested in the program, can visit whitehouse.gov/intern to learn more about the program and apply for the fall 2022 session starting on Monday. As the President conveyed earlier, we welcome the announcement today of a continuation of the truce in the Yemen conflict. The last 2 months in Yemen, thanks to the truce brokered in April, have been among the most peaceful periods since this terrible war began 7 years ago. Thousands of lives have been saved as fighting receded. For the first time in 7 years, Yemenis are able to fly from Sana'a to destinations outside of Yemen. We have also seen additional fuel ships moving through the port of Hudaydah, helping ease Yemen's fuel crisis. The parties to the conflict have now extended this truce for another 2 months, and it's important that we work from here to make it permanent. This truce would not happen it would not be possible without the cooperation, the cooperative diplomacy from across the region. We specifically recognize the leadership of King Salman and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia in helping to consolidate the truce. The Omni Sultan also played a central role in hosting and facilitating dialogue. Egypt and Jordan opened their airports to flights from Yemen over the past month, thereby enabling a key component of the truce process. The United States will remain engaged in this process over the coming weeks and months. Ending the war in Yemen has been a priority of this administration, and we urge all parties to move expeditiously towards a comprehensive and inclusive peace process. Our diplomacy will not rest until a permanent settlement is in place, and we will continue to support regional diplomacy to de-escalate tensions and deter threats to our friends and partners in the Middle East region.